Ukrainian drone operators are maintaining their battlefield edge with relentless and highly precise aerial assaults, as newly released footage highlights the increasingly ineffective and desperate responses from Russian forces across multiple front lines. Among the most harrowing visuals is a video showing a Russian soldier attempting to shield himself from an incoming FPV drone using a utility sled. The attempt proves futile. The drone maneuvers beneath the improvised cover and strikes directly, eliminating the soldier. Another striking clip captures a Russian soldier playing dead in an effort to evade detection. The drone hovers inches above him, recording his panicked expression. The man then attempts to flee, only to be struck moments later by the pursuing UAV. Ukrainian drones have also targeted groups of unsuspecting Russian troops. One video shows two soldiers walking along a tank trail when a drone drops a modified grenade, seriously injuring at least one of them. In a more strategic operation, Ukraine's 30th Mechanized Brigade released footage of a drone strike against a Russian forward operating base. The first attack reportedly disabled a Silik M1 electronic warfare system designed to counter drones before subsequent strikes triggered secondary explosions, setting off fires and damaging bunkers and equipment. Elsewhere, a Ukrainian reconnaissance drone tracked 3 Russian soldiers, one of them wounded, as they retreated into a basement bunker of a ruined building. Moments later, a bomb drone entered the shelter and detonated, collapsing the structure and burying the soldiers inside. Ukrainian artillery has also played a pivotal role. One documented strike set a Russian supply truck ablaze. The vehicle, engulfed in flames, was later seen rolling uncontrolled down a road. It remains unclear whether the movement was intentional or due to mechanical failure. Drone reconnaissance has also proven decisive against Russian drone teams. In one instance, a Ukrainian recon UAV observed a Russian soldier preparing a launch from a destroyed building. An FPV drone soon followed, crashing into the location and exploding, likely eliminating the entire crew. Ukrainian forces continue to capitalize on repeated Russian tactical missteps. One example shows a Russian APC loaded with troops attempting an assault, only to be struck by a loitering drone. The result: significant casualties and another failed infantry push. In the Donbas region, Ukraine's 54th Mechanized Brigade captured footage of a Russian reconnaissance patrol using civilian vehicles. The patrol's encounter with a Ukrainian tank ended in chaotic retreat, captured in sharp detail by drone surveillance. In northern Donetsk, near the embattled suburb of Battlefield, Russia's attempts to use vehicle-borne improvised explosive devices have met with limited success. In one case, a Russian soldier directs an explosive-laden vehicle toward Ukrainian positions before fleeing. The car travels only a short distance before detonating, likely triggered by a landmine or anti-tank weapon. Over the past 24 hours, Ukrainian and Russian forces have engaged in 148 combat clashes across the front line, with the heaviest fighting reported in the Pokrovsk, Lyman, Toretsk, and Kursk directions, according to the General Staff of the Armed Forces of Ukraine. Russian losses have continued to mount, with 1,240 soldiers killed or wounded and more than 270 weapons and pieces of military equipment destroyed in the last day alone. New footage has emerged from an action camera worn by an American volunteer, a former U.S. Marine, fighting alongside Ukrainian forces during a close-quarters building clearance in Lyubomovka, Kursk region. The video captures Ukrainian troops breaching a building, confronting Russian soldiers inside, and eliminating 2 of them with a combination of grenade and gunfire. In Frontline, Donetsk region, Ukrainian special forces conducted a successful clearing operation, eliminating several Russian soldiers and securing vital communication equipment. The capture of these devices enabled further Ukrainian advances and set the stage for upcoming operational objectives in the region. Ukrainian troops continue to demonstrate dominance in drone warfare. In the Belgorod region's village of Demidivka, operators of fiber-optic FPV kamikaze drones destroyed a Russian vehicle and targeted enemy troops hiding in buildings with precise strikes. Elsewhere, an attempted strike by a Russian FPV drone, referred to as a pitter drone, targeting Ukrainian soldiers delivering supplies, was intercepted and shot down, preventing any casualties or disruption to the resupply mission. Near the village of Preobrazhenka in Donetsk region, a Ukrainian FPV drone scored a direct hit on a Russian T-80 BVM tank, striking the driver's hatch and triggering an internal ammunition detonation. The tank was completely destroyed in the single strike. East of the village of Torsk in Donetsk, 5 Russian stormtroopers attempted a direct assault across an open field. Ukrainian forces responded immediately with artillery and FPV drone strikes, neutralizing the attackers and halting their advance. Despite suffering heavy losses, Russian forces have reportedly occupied the village of Alexandropol in Donetsk Oblast, according to the Ukrainian military analysis group Deep State. Russian troops also advanced deeper into Ukrainian positions in the village of Uspenivka, located just 6 kilometers from the Dnipropetrovsk regional border.